honor and glory. For honor and glory. Today, it's for honor and glory at the Hot Gates mission, that's for sure. And Gambit's our guy. Gambit's our guy. So, the big day. Summit day. The big day. The summit begins today. Usually I don't touch technology on a Sunday at all. I don't touch it, nothing. But today's a special occasion. A strong quote from a movie comes to mind. There's no reason to play by the rules anymore. That's how I feel. There's no reason to play by the rules anymore. The whole tournament, he's playing by the rules. And he hits a point. There's no reason to play by the rules anymore. That's how I feel. I play by the rules for too long. We're breaking the rules today. For glory. For glory. For honor and glory. So, there's a morning summit gathering, but I don't know if Gambit's going to that. Who knows? No one knows what Gambit's going to do. Not even me. I'm like, I don't know. He's unpredictable, which is very, very valuable. It's like one of the greatest weapons to have is unpredictable, being spontaneous. You know what I mean? It's worked against the big wigs so far for the Wolverine being unpredictable. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Oh no! What's he gonna do? We don't know. We don't know where he is. You know, it's a heavy weapon that they don't know what you're gonna do. Even I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? It's a heavy weapon. Because they're like, oh, we know what he's going to do. He's going to do this. There's none of that. We don't know what we're going to do. We don't know. Only God knows what we're going to do when we get there. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's why we're so deadly. You know, we're not the ones calling the shots. But anyway, make sure you at least bring playing cards, Gambit. As you know, the FBI are the strongest followers of the channel. They know about the summit, so be ready. Bring your weapons. Especially bring this one. Bring that weapon to the summit. Yeah, they're afraid of that one. They're afraid of that one. Trust me. The FBI is like, whoa, we can sense the Bible. We can sense the Bible around here because we're evil. We sense the Bible. Get them. You know? That's how it goes, if you didn't know that. So at least bring those two weapons as basic main weapons. The Bible and your playing cards, at least bring those. Anything else you want to bring for weaponry is up to you, but I told you what I thought about. I told you what I thought about what you should bring. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to you, you know. It's up to you. It's your mission. It's your mission, not my mission, you know what I'm saying? It's your mission. Do what you want. I'm not calling the shots. I just gave you my suggestions. So, but yeah. It could get nuts. It could get nuts. I just imagine a huge, Gambit surrounded by a huge amount of people. Some are there to support Iran and Hamas, full force against Israel. Gambit will be surrounded by those type of people. They'll be there. I swear. So be sure. And then you'll have you'll have the FBI there because they watch the channel. The FBI will be there. They'll be like, oh, there could be something that happens here. There's, we gotta be ready. You know what I'm saying? You may have that, and then you may have the bulldog police there because the FBI doesn't get their hands dirty. They just have the police do the dirty work and do the illegal stuff. All the illegal stuff the police do for, the bigwigs. Send the police to do the illegal stuff. Okay, that's what I experienced. So, they're police. They can get away with the illegal stuff because they're the police. Wash their hands clean. God bless America. God bless America. The blue stripe on the flag. We love the police, and they can do the illegal stuff. Let them do it. That's what I experienced on the streets with the police. Don't you worry about that. We're ready for that. Yeah. Gambit's a smart cat. He's a master tactician. More smart than the Wolverine. He can see what they're doing a mile away. And he saw what they did to me. Yeah. He's no fool. He's like, they did the Wolverine dirty. He's right, they did me dirty. Get payback for me, Gambit. Thank you. So, tackle the Donald. Tackle the Donald for me. Throw your playing cards at the Donald if he's there, even if he's on a screen. Even if the Donald makes an appearance on a screen, he doesn't physically show. Throw your cards at the screen, okay, for me. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. But you voted for the Donald. I regret it. I regret voting for the Donald. I was mainly voting for Vance. But I had to vote for Donald at the same time to vote for Vance. There wasn't like a circle to just vote for Vance. You know what I'm saying? So by default, I had to vote for the Donald. So it wasn't my fault. So, I'm like, oh man, we're going to regret voting for the Donald. And we did. Megalomaniac. Megalomaniac. Dropping bombs, not taking names. Just drop bombs on people. They're guilty. Israel's dropping bombs, well, we will too. So, man, hopefully Iran doesn't drop a bomb on the summit. Hopefully. God, stop that if that's going to happen. Any bombing of any kind. Protect Gambit against any bombs. Because he is the bomb, don't you forget. But yeah, there's no reason to play by the rules anymore. They're not playing by the rules, so we don't play by the rules either. Anyway. Usually, Wolverine has some kind of code to live by. That's long gone. That's long gone. They killed my friend down the street. Any code of law to live by is long gone. And then they just did illegal stuff to put me in jail. There's no rules right now. No law, no nothing. It's renegade season right now. It's all renegades right now. And Gambit's the leader of the renegades, as we know. Rebel with the bow staff. So, lead soldier out there. But, Washington Summit. I'm kind of jealous. I wanted to go out there to see the sights, especially the Lincoln Memorial. Everyone knows that. I'm like, everyone, let's meet up at the Lincoln Memorial. Big Lincoln Memorial. Oh, well. It seemed like that president had some conscience, some kind of soul. Lincoln, the guy trying to free the slaves, the president trying to end slavery. It seemed like he had some kind of soul. So that's why I wanted to go to the Lincoln Memorial. I'm like, at least one of the presidents had a soul of some kind. Maybe Lincoln had a soul. Ever since then, no president has had a soul that I've seen. Maybe JFK had a soul of some kind, and they're like, he has a soul, let's take him out. The FBI is like, JFK has a soul, let's kill him, And they're still trying to do the same thing these days to yours truly. He has a soul, kill him. Yeah, if I do have a soul. Indeed. Which is good for you guys, because if I had no soul, it'd be like, you guys be toast. You guys be toast. No soul to stop me from revenge of any kind. Ooh, you guys be in trouble. Yeah, you'd all be Victor Perez at your own house. By yours truly. Oh, oh, look at that. Look at that. An off-duty officer working in his yard. Whoa, holding a sharp object, working in his garden. Whoa, look at this. Look at this. Oh, looks like we gotta shoot him. Looks like we gotta shoot him 9 times. You know, what's fair is fair. What's fair is fair. Victor was just chilling with a sharp object. You're just chilling in your backyard with a sharp object. And you're doing your gardening. What's fair is fair. Time to see Jesus. Time to see Jesus. You know, that's the rules of this city. You hold a sharp object. Time to see Jesus. No questions asked. No questions asked. The off-duty officer was walking. He was walking towards me with a sharp object. I had to shoot him. I feared for my life. That's what I'll say. If they find me. He was walking at me. You remember that? Remember when Victor did that? You guys were scared of him walking at you really slowly with the sharp object. The officer was walking at me with the sharp object, you know, the gardening tool. I had to shoot him 9 times. I had to. It's the rule of this city. That's what we do in this city. We just shoot people that are holding whatever, you know. Here's a sharp object. He's holding a sharp object. Oh, look how sharp. This could be sharp. Oh, sharp. Shoot me 9 times. Shoot him 9 times. He's dangerous. Look at that. Sharp object. I'm coming for you. Shoot him 9 times. No questions asked. See you later. Say hi to Jesus. Yeah. Say hi to Jesus for me, Victor. Thank you. I talked to someone that had a death experience that saw Jesus. I'm like, yesterday, I'm like, what did he look like? You know, I'm trying to figure out what Jesus looks like. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows. But she's like, he was all glowy, he was all light, which makes sense, you know. But I want to know what Jesus' face looked like. I couldn't get that detail, you know. I'm like, what did when you died and you saw Jesus for a bit, what did his face look like? So I recognize him when he's at any point in time. I can recognize Jesus, you know. Like if he does the rapture thing, and I'm like, where am I? You know, I'd be like, what happened? You know, the rapture happens, and I'm like, oh, I'm not on the earth anymore. Where am I? Oh, are you Jesus? Oh, hey, Jesus, what's up? You know, I want to recognize him, you know what I mean? Because Jesus is my friend, I think. Maybe. These days it's questionable with the court trial and everything. I'm like, I don't even know if Jesus is my friend anymore. You know, they're trying to crucify me. Jesus is MIA. I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh boy. Maybe Jesus ain't my father or my friend anymore. Jesus is like, just crucify him. I'm like, he's like, I went through it. Let him go through it. I'm like, all right, I'll go through it. I'll go through my crucifixion. Don't you worry, because, you know, I can outdo you, Jesus. Don't you worry. For honor and glory, I can outdo you. You know, I'll sit in a jail cell next to a toilet for years and years and years with no sunlight. You know, with no toilet paper, just to outdo you, Jesus. I'll do it. Everyone knows it. I'll do it. Put me in jail for 50, 40 years. I don't care. No toilet paper the whole time. Just outdo Jesus' crucifixion. I'll do it. I'll do it. And everyone's like, he went through more than Jesus. And then I'll be like, mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. No one can deny it. No one can deny it. I outdid Jesus. He didn't even get any bones broken the whole crucifixion. Come on. Come on. I've had bones broken. You think? I'm saying. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. I'm not saying that's outdoing Jesus by having bones broken. Because I'm hardcore, but it might be. I might be saying that. Just kidding. You're nothing compared to Jesus. Okay, well, I don't know. I'm getting crucified like Jesus, man. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Just kidding. He's alright. He's alright. If he wants this to be my moment in the sun, where I'm crucified to all to see like he was, so be it. So be it. Bring all the hate to the pinnacle. All the hate for me at the pinnacle till I'm crucified in front of everybody. All the people, So, but that's not what this video is about. It's about, I get diverted. It's about the first day of the summit. It's Easter. It's Gambit's way on the other side of the country, so he's like 3 hours ahead right now. Gambit may have already be out there. I told him to scout the building once, at least. So he should be familiar with the building, ahead of time. He should be. But that was the main idea, to scout the building beforehand, to get familiar with the building, like the layout and stuff. But anyways, there's going to be a ton of people there compared to any crowd that I've seen. There could be more people there than the No Kings protest. There could be, and they could be more riled up than that. Yeah, and they were riled up at the No Kings protest. Yeah, they were. There was like 10 times more people there than I thought there'd be. There was like 10. I'm not kidding. I'm like, whoa, there's a lot more people here than I thought. They're mad at the Donald. They're mad at the Donald. They know they have no rights. They're mad. They're ready for war. It was like 10 times. I'm not kidding. I'm like, I thought it would be like a way smaller protest. Whoa, it was huge. I'm like, whoa, there's like 10 times more people here than I thought there'd be. I thought there'd be like me and about 50 people or 100 people. But it seemed like it was me and 1,000 people. We're ready for war. We're ready for war, straight up. Like I never thought. We're ready for war like I never thought. So was LA. So we've had enough. We're sick of being treated like animals. At least I am. Just because I'm an animal, the Wolverine, doesn't mean you can treat me less than an animal or like an animal. I still want to believe I have rights from God. I still want to believe that someday. Like the Martin Luther King dream. I have a dream that I'll have civil rights one day. The Wolverine will have rights one day. I have a dream. That's my dream speech. Because I definitely don't have them right now. Definitely not. Ah, there he is. Bully him. Put him in jail. No questions asked. The next time will be, there he is. Shoot him. That's the next time. Or beat him with batons. Beat the animal with the batons. Beat the Wolverine. But we're ready for that. All my friends are ready for that. If they try to beat me, they're toast. I got more allies ready. Yes, I do. They're like, they try to pick on Wolverine by himself the last go. It won't be the same the next go. They're going to be up against more than just me the next go. Yep. It's going to be a brawl of my friends and them against each other. You want to set us up? You want to provoke us again? Go ahead. You make the first move, Copper. You make the first move. Let's go. No weapons will still beat you. My friends and I, without weapons, will still beat you in a brawl. You can write that down. We don't care anymore. That's the point we've hit. That's the point we've all hit. All my friends are pissed. Even people that were pro-police are pissed. It's going to be an all-out brawl. And no one cares about the consequences of any kind. Because the police went bad. We don't care anymore. Whatever. Do whatever. Do whatever. Throw the book at us. Throw the riot act at us. We don't care anymore. That's where we're at. We don't care anymore. Do whatever. We're still going to beat you down for what you did to me and Victor in front of everybody. Call all the backup. Call the army. Call everything. We're gonna beat you in the streets anyways. We don't care anymore. That's where we're at. They'll treat us like animals. We'll treat you like animals. We'll treat you less than animals. Tit for tat. No joking matter. Yeah, they did some dirty crap to me. That's all I was saying. God knows it. They did some dirty crap. The law. It's war. Yeah, not just with me, but thousands at the protest. It's war. If they try to Rodney King me in front of friends, it's over for them. It's over. It'd be the first beating that the police lose. Oh, they were beating this man like Rodney King, but all of his friends jumped in. Like 1,000 of his friends came in and beat down the police, and they won. That's what they're going to be saying in the newspaper. Don't even forget it. Don't even forget it. Screw lawsuits. Screw that. We're going to beat them down in the streets. You heard me right. Once they're out of their vehicles, it's game over for them. It's game over. We don't care what they're wearing. We don't care. They could have 1 million weapons on their body. We don't care. We're going to war. So, they got flesh like me. So, we're going to war. So, they started this, that's for sure. They started this, not me. But I'll finish it. You can write that down. They started it, but I'll finish it. You can write that down. Put it in the book. Put it in the biography. So, but anyways, this video is not supposed to be about that, but it's a real thing, but it's not supposed to be about that. So if they try to mess with my friend Gambit out there, the Bulls, there will be hell to pay. Yeah, but he can hold his own. So that's what it is. He's a lot smarter than me, Gambit is. No, Gambit's not trying to be, he's not trying to be found. Gambit is like I am. I'm trying to be found. I'll be like, I'm here. I'm going to be here at this time. You guys be there at this time. Let's have the showdown. Let's have the showdown. Bring all your army. Bring your weapons. Bring all the badges. Bring it all. Bring backup. Bring everything. Bring the kitchen sink. I'll be here at this time. At this protest at this time. Come, bring it on. Gambit's not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I do that. Wolverine likes the close range face-offs. None of this hiding in the dark, hiding in the background. No, it's face to face with the Wolverine. Yep. So, because I can see you, not through a screen, not through any of that. In real life, I'm looking at your face, and I know what you look like now. That's the goal. All the cops that did me dirty in the streets, I know what they look like. Close range, I know what they all look like. It's war. Once you know what they look like and they did you dirty, ooh, yep. Oh my God, that's the cop that did me dirty. I know. Yeah, I've already seen one of them. I've already seen one of the cops that did me dirty already, since being out of jail. I could have ran him over, but I didn't. It's war. You know what I'm saying? They messed. They messed the wrong one. Like that line from Gran Torino. You ever come across a guy that you shouldn't have messed with? He used more explicit words, but I'm that guy. Clint Eastwood's like, you ever come across that guy you shouldn't have messed with? I'm that guy. That's me. with the police. You ever come across a guy you shouldn't have messed with? That's me. There's no rules. There's no rules. There's no law. Nothing. If they have loved ones that they risk their lives by messing with me, I'm sorry. You risk their lives, your loved ones. Sorry. Sorry, you risk their lives. Sorry. You risk their safety by messing with me. Sorry. That's on you. That's on you. So anyways. Should that twice. Should that twice before you mess with me. That's all I gotta say. So, you can't just do whatever you want. I don't care how many badges you wear. I don't care how many flags you fly in your front yard. You can't just do whatever you want just because you're the law, you're the authority, so we can bully the citizens. We can do whatever we want. We're the law, so we can do whatever we want. We can set them up to go to jail. We can put them in jail. We can do whatever we want because we're the law. No, you can't. And you're going to figure that out. If anybody can do whatever they want, it's me. I don't have a badge. I got no one to stop me. Think about that. I have no one to stop me from revenge. No one. Jesus is trying his best. Jesus is trying his best. He's like stopping me at every turn. Jesus is, like, I'm not kidding. Jesus knows I'm serious about revenge. If anybody's serious, it's the Wolverine about revenge. I'm like, I'm like, God's not getting revenge. God didn't defend us. It's free game. God's trying to stop me. I'm not kidding. God himself is trying to stop me from taking out police at their homes. He's like, nah, stop. Show the scripture, God will take care of the... I don't care. Those are just words, God, in the Bible. We don't know about that. We don't know what that means, It says vengeance is the Lord's, but I haven't seen any of that. I've never seen vengeance of God's, ever. He's like, well, I'll take care of it. God himself it can't even stop me from getting revenge right now. Barely. Barely. That's how pissed I am. I'm like going to police officers' houses at night, every night. You know what I'm saying? God's like, take it easy. I'll handle it. God's spirit's like, we'll handle it. We swear. We swear we'll handle the revenge on the cops. And I'm like, prove it. I don't see anything. I haven't seen anything in the paper. Punishment for the cops that shot Victor or, punishment for what they did. I haven't seen anything. It's free game, God. It's free game until I see some kind of justice. It's free game for revenge. So, anyways, everyone knows the Wolverine can get revenge like no one else. Everyone knows that. But anyways, it's about Gambit today. It's the first day of the Hot Gates mission. That's what it's really about, not just the small squabble between Wolverine and the cops, The small squabble. It is